Cable providers always have a set number of channels, but sometimes, late at night, one more appears. Dan was an insomniac. He spent most nights flipping through television channels, hoping for something to distract him from the silence of his apartment. One night, his remote skipped past the last available channel. Then Channel 77 appeared. He didn't have a Channel 77. The screen flickered, distorted shapes shifting behind thick static. Then the picture sharpened. A woman sat in a dimly lit room, staring into the camera. Her eyes were wide, unblinking. She whispered something, but there was no sound. Dan turned up the volume. Nothing. He leaned forward, straining to read her lips. Then the audio crackled in. "Can you see me?" His stomach twisted. The woman's head jerked slightly, as if she heard something behind her. The screen filled with static for a moment, and when it cleared, she was closer to the camera. Dan scrambled to change the channel. The numbers on his remote didn't respond. The woman's mouth moved again, her whisper barely audible. "Please, turn it off." The screen flickered. The room behind her darkened. A shadow moved in the corner, something large and unnatural shifting just out of view. She whimpered. "It's coming." Dan jumped up, yanking the power cord from the wall. The TV screen went black. For a moment, his apartment was silent. Then, a soft whisper behind him. "Can you see me?" Dan spun around, heart hammering. The television was still off. But in the reflection of the dark screen, the woman was standing behind him. The next day, neighbors reported Dan's apartment door hanging open. The TV was missing. The only thing left was the remote, lying on the floor, stuck on Channel 77. And sometimes, late at night, the static from an unplugged TV hums with a familiar voice, asking you the same question. Some channels should never be watched. If you enjoyed this story, like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. But if you ever see Channel 77, turn it off.